Hello and welcome back to Green Fandango Remastered.
I'm in here!
Now we will need to get Meche out of there
This
somehow.
isn't funny!
And we can use the power tool
Domino, you'd
on the
better let me
door.
out of here!
It will make a lot of noise, but Domino
I
is listening to
promise I won't
music
pull
on
guns
his
on anyone
headphones,
anymore!
so he won't hear a thing.
Hey! It's me, Meche! Hey!
Must have hit a major circuit.
I'm in here!
But it looks like I've exposed the guts here. Those are the tumblers of the combination lock.
So this is basically a safe, an old school safe. If you use the wheel, we can move these tumblers and we need to align them with the door jamb on the right. Okay? So we can start off with the top one. And it will take a bit of finesse to align them all. Bear with me here. And originally this game, in the original version, these were very pixelated and you couldn't see a thing of what you're doing. And you need to rely on Manny looking at them to see if they're aligned.
The tumblers are all lined up flush with the door jamb.
Now, this was easier because you could see what you were actually doing. You just need to use the scythe on them.
Stay.
And then use the handle to open the door. There we go.
All right, Meche, you can come out now. Meche? Looks like years and years of coral harvest reports. This can't be what this secret safe is meant to hold. Man, people in the old days were huge. Meche, are you in there? It's time to come out, honey. No time for hide and seek.
And we actually need to close the door again because this is what the game wants us to do.
Some sort of metal contact. No. Electrical current makes my marrow tingle. Boy, the bus stall and I really did a number on that door. Uh-oh. Oh, Raul. I am so sorry.
Now he knows what the waiter felt when he locked the waiter up in the pantry. Okay, so we need to use the scythe on those metal contacts. And then the secret door will open.
Manny, I knew you would...
Why is that door closed?
It was the only way the wind?
Oh.
Hey, this is my room. Go use up the air in your own room.
That home plumbing sprinkler system looks like it's about to fall apart. That vent is the only way out of here that I can see.
So maybe we can use the sprinkler to flood up the room.
That vent is the only way out of here that I can see. What's in these cases?
Take a look. It's all the double-end tickets Hector and Dom have stolen over the years. Each one stolen from a good soul, and now they just sit there.
That's it.
What?
They just sit there. That's what's been bothering me. In the days when I was a hot salesman, I used to see double-end tickets all the time, and they move.
What do you mean they move?
They become agitated around human souls, and the ticket that belongs to you will actually fly into your hand. But these tickets, and the tickets in that suitcase of Charlie's, it's like they're dead. Why would Hector and Domino be hoarding cases of counterfeit double-end tickets?
Good question.
Warning. Fire system. Do not touch.
And we need to use the scythe again on the sprinkler system. You see, because you don't have so many objects in the inventory, you just need to use the same objects over and over again.
I don't want to mess up my blade. Now, all we have to do is wait for the room to fill up, and we'll just float on out of here. Well, this is disappointing.
Not to me. We don't float, remember? Thank you.
So the water flashes through this tile. We will need to break it, and we can do this with the axe in this room.
This must be the big chipper.
We just need to drag it there, and remember to drop it on the tile through which the water flashes, okay? That should do it.
Esa cosa is heavy.
Or not. You need to watch the shadows here a bit. Let's try this again. You see, this is the problem with these puzzles. You don't have a clear position where you need to use the object, and you just have to stick to trial and error. There we go.
After you.
What about the suitcases?
Forget them. They're counterfeit. They wouldn't fit through this hole anyway. Let's go. Okay, you get the kids, and I'll meet you back here with the boat.
What boat?
Well, I'm working on that.
Okay, Manny.
Where am I gonna get a boat? I bet Glottis would know.
Right, we'll see where we can get a boat. This is another convoluted part of the puzzles. The puzzles in year 3, in this second part of year 3, are the most difficult in the game because it's not about using logic or any sort of skill, it's just through trial and error, really. You see these things spinning here? We will need to attach them to the hypothetical boat so that we can break the coral reef surrounding the island to get out of there. We still don't know how we can get a boat. But we have this crane here, which we can move. And we can, by using the arrows, we can move the chain. And we'll need to use this chain without its actual claw attached here. We can detach the claw by using the single object in our inventory we can use for this. And that is again the big chipper. See, we only have the scythe, and he will probably tell us he doesn't want to mess up his blade. And the big chipper. So let's give that a go.
I can see why they don't give these chisels to the new guys.
And now to break off these rotating things, we can lower the chain once more. And then pull it up. Okay, that's it on this part of the island. Now let's go to the other. So we lower the chain on the conveyor belt, but we need to have the conveyor belt going downwards. In order to do that, I have already activated that lever here in the previous video. Well, let's see what happens downwards. If you go up the conveyor belt and go downwards, we can see an anchor here. Remember, we're still looking for a ship, and we don't know what happened to Glottis. This is the SS Lambada. This is the ship Domino was using to kidnap Meche. The one we tried to board when Meche hit us in the head with the champagne bottle. Now we know what happened. And here's Glottis working on the engine.
Glottis! You're okay.
Well, it hurt a little when I hit, but my head cracked open an aft panel here.
I gotta tell you, carnal, I thought you were dead.
Oh, Manny, I've been having a great time. Listen. I ask you, is there an engine that can resist the love that's in these hands?
Apparently not. I think this baby's our ticket out of here.
Oh yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good too.
Okay, so we would need to
That's as close to the edge as I want to be.
save the ship somehow. And by having the chain here already, you can attach it to the anchor. But in order to do that, you need to move the conveyor belt once more. So use the lever again. And now the chain will bunch up. And if you move the lever again, the bunched up chain will attach itself to the anchor. The cutscenes are not that good here, so they don't give you the best clues about what you need to do, but now it's pretty clear. We need to use the crane once more to lift up the chain, and then we should get the boat and Glottis out of there. Going up the conveyor belt is a bit tricky by using the keyboard only. You need to stick to the right side here. There we go.
Glottis, I'm so glad to see you.
Aww.
Is the boat already?
Yeah, come on. Let's go eat some reef.
Works like crazy. Full speed ahead. What? Oh.
So are you really going to bring me back and try to get your old job again?
There's no job for me now except to bring you and everyone else here to the end of the road.
But if you aren't going to use me to get your job back, why did you spend all this time trying to find me?
Meche, I needed to find you.
I give you one job, Manny. And look at you, already screwing it up. I suppose you realize that this is gonna go down on your permanent record.
Domino's just the kind of guy to practice Oxford regulation boxing and then pull out a blade when it comes time to fight.
Well, let's pull out our blade as well.
This doesn't look good for the kid.
Look, Dom, I'm not gonna work for you.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're fired. Just consider this your severance. What are you doing away from your desk anyway?
I'm sending this domino back to the bone pile.
Smart strategy, always let your boss win.
You know, your name is Domino, but you're really just a pawn.
Please, save the comic book one-liners for when you're winning. Just like with your selling, Manny, you got a weak attack and no follow-through. Hey, I'll stop anytime you get tired.
Okay, we can't beat up Domino in a straight up fight, so if you look here, this is the submarine we arrived with in the first place, and this is driven by the octopus somehow. You can see its eyelid moving.
That's the squishiest looking periscope I've ever seen.
And if you use the scythe on it,
I don't believe you, Calavera. You're losing a fight, so you pick on one of my pets? Why aren't you more like me, Manny? I've been trying to show you how, but you don't listen. If you just adopt the proper attitude, just look what could happen to you.
Name?
Pugsy Pelagiano, sir.
Waiting room number 2. Next.
Glottis! Glottis! ¿Estás bien?
Glottis, where'd you go this time?
alright guys, so we've made it through some of the hardest puzzles in the game. And welcome to year 4 and final year, the final act of the game. We'll see what happened to Glottis in the next video. So thank you for watching and I'll see you then. Bye bye.